He was my dear friend. I love Paul.
I consider him a brother.
He was the person that penetrated the corporate community.
Paul was a town search director, I believe he was town search in Wisconsin.
He chaired the NAACP chapter in where he lived, Waukesha, Wisconsin, which was a suburb of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And that's how he was able to get the corporate connection. Raised somewhere between $600,000 and $700,000.
He made a lot of good connections with like General Electric, the Standing Works, amongst other companies.
After we created EOA, he said, well, gee, we ought to create something similar to EOA in our region, Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska. None of those states were large enough to support a chapter, so he convinced them to combine together and create MoKan-E, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska. That's one of the reasons EOA is so large.
He served on the board. He was president of, at that time it was called Mid-America. The sacrifices that Paul made, individual sacrifices that him and his wife both made. When we first were moving to Washington from Wisconsin, we had no money to pay a rent, no money to pay a telephone bill, no nothing. Paul is one of those trio directors or trio persons who stepped up, and they actually took a mortgage on their homes to get money.
He was creative and innovative and bigger than life.
He brought the leadership that he had established with the NAACP. He brought it to TRIO, and we learned from that.
Paul Spraggins' tireless advocacy for educational opportunity resonates with EOA because it is one of our most foundational principles.
That's why opportunities like the Paul T. Spraggins State Initiative grants are crucial. These grants provide TRIO state and chapter associations with the resources to further their advocacy for low-income, first-generation learners in their communities.
In doing our part, EOA helps combat these challenges by offering student leadership conferences, hosting professional development opportunities for TRIO professionals.
As we reflect on Paul T. Spraggins' legacy and the importance of increasing educational equity and access, let us recommit ourselves to pursuing justice and equity in education.